Hello students, today we'll start the topic sex-linked inheritance. The inheritance of a trait that is determined by a gene, it's located on one of the sex chromosome is called sex-linked inheritance. So inheritance of a particular trait, it is determined by a gene. It is located on one of the sex chromosome is called as a sex-linked inheritance. There are two types of sex-linked inheritance. One is called as a X-linked inheritance. The gene is present on the X chromosome, and if the gene is present on the Y chromosome, it is called as a Y-linked inheritance. So two types of sex-linked inheritance. The inheritance of the sex-linked genes, X-linked genes and the Y-linked genes, or it is otherwise called as a Hollandric genes, is called as a sex-linked inheritance. Mostly the sex-linked inheritance, it is seen in the case of males, because they are hemizygous, that sex-linked inheritance are more common in males than in females. Now we'll see some of the examples for X-linked inheritance. First is hemophilia, color blindness, and muscular Dutch-Neese, muscular dystrophy. These are some of the examples for X-linked inheritance. Bleeder's disease, or it is otherwise called as hemophilia. Hemophiliac patients, they lack the clotting substance which is present in the blood called as thromboblastin. So because of the lack of thromboblastin, that it causes continuous bleeding. Even for minor injury, they have continuous bleeding. So hemophilia is otherwise referred as Bleeder's disease. This disease is more common in men. And first, this disease is studied by John Cotto in the year 1803. But for this disease, the females are carriers and they transmit to 50% of the disease is transmitted to their sons. The next type inheritance is color blindness. Color blindness is dominant X-linked gene. Because of it, that it causes the disease called as a color blindness. A person not able to differentiate the red and the green color, the defect is called as a color blindness. This color blindness gene, it is located as it is present on the X chromosome. It is a dominant X-linked gene, and this gene is necessary for producing the color sensitive cells called as cones. If the person is lacking that gene, or the gene becomes a mutant, the person they suffer from the disease color blindness disease. Now we'll study about two types of inheritance, the marriage between the two types of people affected by color blindness disease. The first type of inheritance, you can see here, color blindness, it is inherited. You can see here the marriage between normal female and colorblind male. And this colorblind male only, he is hemizygous. So when the marriage is between the normal female and the colorblind male, in the F1 generation, the daughter is a carrier, normal female, but carrier and normal male in the F1 generation. And when the marriage is between the normal female, carrier female, marries normal male, in the F2 generation, color blindness is seen in male. That is in the grandson affected by color blindness. So this type of inheritance is called as a crisscross pattern of inheritance. What is crisscross pattern of inheritance? if the male is colorblind, that is transmitted, the disease is transmitted through the daughter to the grandson, and this type of inheritance is called as a crisscross pattern of inheritance. This is seen in hemophilia disease also, that it shows the crisscross pattern of inheritance. Next type of the marriage is between the colorblind female with the normal male. Here the colorblind female, she is homozygous, recessive female marries the normal male. In the first generation, the normal female, but she is a carrier, and colorblind male. And in the F2 generation, colorblind female, colorblind male, and the others are normal male and normal carrier female. So here also you can see the crisscross pattern of inheritance, as the female is colorblind. Through the F1 son, the disease is transmitted to the granddaughter in the F2 generation. So this type of inheritance is called as a crisscross pattern of inheritance. Next, we'll study about the Y-linked genes. The inheritance of the Y-linked genes, which is otherwise called as the Hollandric genes. Hollandric genes for hypertrichosis. Hypotrichosis is nothing but the development of hairs at the back of the ear, at the pinna of the back of the ears, and this is called as a hypertrichosis. Y-linked inheritance. Students, you can see the picture of the human karyotype. Karyotyping is a technique through which the complete set of chromosomes is separated from the cell and they are arranged in pairs. You can see in this picture. The first pair, second pair, like that it is arranged. 22 pairs of chromosomes, and then you can see the sex chromosomes as X and Y. So this is the human karyotype. This type of arranging the human chromosome is called as ideogram. Okay. How they prepare the karyotype? This is prepared by, first it is prepared by Tijo Levin in the year 1960. He prepared by culturing the lymphocytes of the human blood. Mitotic cell division is induced by adding colchicine to arrest the cell division at the metaphase stage. So the metaphased chromosomes, they are photographed and they are cut and they are arranged in pairs like this. This is about karyotype. Now what are the applications for karyotyping? Karyotyping, that it helps for the sex identification, and next for the chromosomal aberrations, any type of chromosomal aberrations like deletion, duplication, non-distinction of the chromosome, this can be detected. Next, any chromosomal abnormalities, aneuploidy, the chromosomal abnormality is called as a aneuploidy, can be detected. And the relationship, evolutionary relationship between the species can be identified and studied. And any genetic diseases also can be diagnosed. So these are the applications for karyotyping: gender identification, chromosomal to detect the chromosomal aberration, aneuploidy to find out the evolutionary relationships, and genetic diseases. Next, we are going to study about the pedigree analysis. Pedigree is a family tree. It is the study of a trait as they have appeared in a family line for several past generations. You can study with the help of this chart, pedigree chart. In this picture, you can see the pedigree chart using the symbols and signs. The chart can be prepared: male, they are represented by the symbol like this. Females and the mating and dizygotic twins are represented with the symbol like this. Monozygotic traits. The affected individuals are shaded, and heterozygotes, they are represented like this. So how the trait appeared in the family, how it is passed on to the several generations with the help of the pedigree analysis we can study about. Now we are going to study about Mendelian disorders. Mendelian disorder, there are so many disorders. First is thalassemia. Thalassemia is a autosomal recessive disorder, and this disorder is caused because of the gene mutation. So normal RBC having the normal hemoglobin, if the gene is a normal gene, if the gene becomes a mutant, that it affects the structure of the hemoglobin. Hemoglobin has got 4 chains, 2 alpha chains and 2 beta chains. These chains are synthesized by under the control of a gene. If the gene becomes a mutant, that it affects the structure of the hemoglobin. There are 2 types of thalassemia. One is called as alpha thalassemia. The other one is called as a beta thalassemia. The alpha thalassemia is caused because of the 2 genes. They are represented as HBA1 and HBA2. They are present on the chromosome 16. The second type of thalassemia is called as a beta thalassemia. This is caused by, it is controlled by a single gene, HBB gene, and that gene is present on the chromosome 11. So the beta thalassemia, it is a common type, and this is otherwise called as a Cooley's thalassemia. So this is the first Mendelian disorder. If normal hemoglobin structure is affected, abnormal hemoglobin, production of the abnormal hemoglobin, that it causes the rupturing of the RBC cell. That is the symptom of the disease called as a thalassemia. Next disorder is phenylketonuria. This phenylketonuria is an inborn metabolic disorder. This is caused because of the lack of the gene responsible for producing the enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase. Phenylalanine is an amino acid. The conversion of phenylalanine to tyrosine, this is catalyzed by the enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase. If this enzyme is lacking, the phenylalanine cannot be converted into tyrosine. Phenylalanine is converted into phenyl pyruvic acid, and that is excreted via urine. The symptom of the disease is mental retardation and excessive pigmentation in the skin and hair. Phenylketonuria. The next disorder, metabolic disorder, is albinism. Albinism is also, it is inborn metabolic disorder. This is also autosomal recessive gene. That is the tyrosinase enzyme, that it converts 3,4-dihydroxyphenylalanine, DOPA. DOPA is nothing but 3,4-dihydroxyphenylalanine is converted into melanin. Melanin pigment only, that it gives coloration for the skin, hair, iris of the eye. Melanin pigment is present in the melanocyte. If the gene becomes a mutant responsible for production of tyrosinase enzyme, DOPA cannot be converted into melanin. So, they are albinos. There is no production of melanin pigment. The next metabolic disorder is Huntington chorea. Huntington chorea is caused by autosomal dominant lethal gene in man. This disease, the symptom of the disease is involuntary jerking of the body and degeneration of the nervous system. So they die at the age of 35 and 40. So these are some of the Mendelian diseases. Students, next we are going to study about chromosomal abnormalities. Each human diploid body cell consists of 46 chromosomes. 23 pairs of chromosomes are present. Any abnormality, if it occurs in the chromosomes, they are referred as aneuploidy. There are two types of aneuploidy. One is called as autosomal aneuploidy, the chromosomal abnormality which occurs in the autosomes. There are 4 autosomes are present, and sex chromosome, allosomal aneuploidy. If abnormality, if it occurs in the sex chromosome, it is called as a allosomal aneuploidy. Under autosomal aneuploidy, Down syndrome and Patau syndrome. Down syndrome, it is nothing but the trisomic condition which occurs in the 21st chromosome. This syndrome, it is otherwise called as a Mongolian idiocy, Mongolian idiots, because that the syndrome that it causes mental retardation and they resemble like that of the Mongolian race, having the symptoms as increased separation between the eyes, flattened nose, malformed ears, and then mouth constantly open and the tongue protrudes outside. So these are the symptoms for Down syndrome. Next is Patau syndrome. Patau syndrome is because of the trisomic condition which occurs in the 13th chromosome. This is because of the non-distinction of the chromosomes, this syndrome that it occurs, autosomal aneuploidy that it occurs. This Patau syndrome, the symptoms of this syndrome, the malformation which occurs in the brain as well as in the internal organs, Patau syndrome. Next is allosomal aneuploidy which occurs in the sex chromosome, Klinefelter syndrome. Klinefelter syndrome, they have the karyotype as 44 autosomes and the XX Y chromosome. One extra chromosome is present. This karyotype having 44 autosomes with the XXY, the phenotype is they are sterile males because of Y chromosome, and they have underdeveloped testes, and they are tall stature, and they have the gynecomastia. Gynecomastia is nothing but feeble development of the breast. 47 chromosomes are present in Klinefelter syndrome. Turner syndrome. The next Turner syndrome, having 45 chromosomes are present, they are referred as XO females. They have the karyotype as 44 autosomes plus XO type. And the phenotype is they are sterile females, underdeveloped reproductive organ, that is the ovaries, no lacking menstrual cycle. All these are the symptoms for Turner syndrome. Students, next topic is molecular genetics. In this topic, we are going to study about the gene as a hereditary material. A gene is a basic physical and functional unit of heredity. First, it is studied by Gregor Johann Mendel, and he referred gene as a factor. And then Wilhelm Johansen only, he coined the term gene. gene is represented as factor by Gregor Johann Mendel. And next, Wilhelm Johansen in the year 1909, he coined the term gene. Next, we study about the classical concept of the gene. This is introduced by Sutton in the year 1902. Some points about classical concept of gene. The number of genes present on the chromosome, they are more than that of the number of chromosomes. So many genes are present occupying the chromosome, one single chromosome. Then the genes are arranged on the chromosome in a linear order. Like beads on a string, they are arranged. And each gene has got a specific position on the chromosome is called as a locus of the gene position. And the gene has got an alternate form. The alternate form of a gene is called as a allele. And the gene, they undergo mutation, sudden change in the structure as well as in the composition. They undergo the change that is called as mutation. Gene also, they undergo self-duplication, self-replication to form its own copy. So these are the 6 points of the classical concept of gene. Next, there are 2 hypotheses. One is one gene, one enzyme hypothesis. This is given by George Beadle and Totham. They studied Edward Totham and George Beadle. They studied about this hypothesis in the plant Neurospora crassa. So the enzyme is controlled by a gene. Next hypothesis is one gene, one polypeptide hypothesis. This hypothesis says that the enzyme is nothing but a polypeptide chain. So polypeptide chain is controlled by a single gene. About this hypothesis. Students, within the nucleus, the chromosomes are present. On the chromosome only, the nucleic acids are present. There are 2 types of nucleic acid as DNA and RNA. DNA as a genetic material is explained by the bacterial transformation experiment explained by Griffith and also Avery et al. They only did this bacterial transformation experiment. That transforming substance is the DNA, that it helps for the transforming non-virulent strain of the bacteria into virulent strain of bacteria. This experiment that it proves. Bacterial